Here's the question. Do looks really matter?
Who the heck is that person?
Hello everybody. So today we are in the comfort of my living room. I have my hot lemon water and we're going to be talking about the anime LOOKISM. This is an anime that is on Netflix currently and it was originally a webtoons comic. This video is going to be all in the point of view of someone who has never read the comics. I just wanted to have a little discussion. I wanted to go through the first episode with you guys. Also, forgive me if I don't remember all of their names. I just watched the anime and I'm really bad at retaining names. Before we get started on the video, please help me hit 10K subscribers on this channel by subscribing if you're new. I make vlogs. I like to keep a certain type of aesthetic. I'm also a super dorky, nerdy girl. I make videos like this about cartoons, anime, video games, any type of world that I'm into. I post content about living abroad in Sweden. If you want to follow me on my journey here on the internet, help me reach that 10K, don't forget to hit the like button because that also really helps get my video out there and pushed out to this mysterious algorithm. LOOKISM is about Park Hyung-suk, who is basically at the bottom of the food chain. He is unpopular, people find him unattractive, and he is bullied every single day of his life. Right before he transfers schools, he wakes up in a totally different body. He's tall, he's handsome, he's graceful, he's just the perfect version of himself. The anime is basically him just trying to navigate these two different bodies. The main character actually reminds me a lot of someone I went to school with. I'm sure you guys probably can think of someone in your life. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone you know, maybe it's your friend who has had this type of experience in school. And I just think about this kid and people just picked on him, and especially boys. They just hated him for no reason. They hated having him around. Like, it was really mean.
Oink! Oink!
What?
Oink!
Man,
What?
this is hilarious.
Holy shit, he looks like a real pig.
The lengths of ridicule that some of these male classmates, even though they look like they're like 30 years old, put Park Hyung-suk through is so hard to watch. Like the first episode, it's really hard to watch. It really makes you reflect on things, on like beauty standards and things like that, especially like Western beauty standards, but especially Asian beauty standards. They're constantly calling him a pig and just looking for any way to ridicule him. They're making him run around like a dog, like an animal.
Hey, were you looking at my skirt just now? Huh?
What? No, I didn't.
You little shit.
The bullying has affected him so much that even when his mother cooks dinner, she makes this soup and she puts an egg inside and he kind of freaks out about there being an egg there. Because the bullying has become so much for him, he is starting to lash out at his own mother because that's the only way he can take out his frustration. The bullying is so bad in his school. Park Hyung-suk lies to his mother and tells her that he wants to transfer because everyone in his school is smarter than he is, so getting good grades is too difficult, which is very obviously a lie. He wants to get out of the school. He wants the bullying to stop. He wants to start fresh.
Seriously?
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Yeah, but you were the one staring at your phone.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry.
So even him just defending himself, because he talked back, his bullies decided this was the perfect opportunity to harass him, to bully him even more, because he cannot stand up for himself in front of these people because they don't respect him. His mother actually walked into a fight happening between him and his bullies and he was being beaten up, which is why she decided it was time for him to transfer, because she obviously had no idea that he was being bullied this badly. So when the main character actually transfers schools, he runs into a girl. It's kind of the same scenario as in the other school when he runs into this one girl in the streets, and because he's socially awkward and he's just kind of worried that he's gonna get beaten up because a similar situation happened in his other school.
Yes, I'm totally fine. Did you get hurt at all?
미준아,
쟁상아.
So what ends up happening again is that he ends up being beaten up again.
did you just clench your fists?
Not at all. There must be some misunderstanding.
So this new start just starts off horribly for him. He's miserable, he's crying, and people are filming and recording him while he's being beaten up, and they're saying things like poor pig. And obviously him being beaten up is like plastered on the internet because people can't help but film things. This really tells us a lot about our society. It's so true now that the amount of TikToks I've seen of people just filming something awful happening and not doing anything about it, it's crazy. The day before he goes to school, Park Hyung-suk actually wakes up in a whole other body. This body is chiseled, this body is tall, this body has blue eyes. Like, it's not just his body that changes, even his voice changes. This body is hot, basically. Okay, hold on. Did he just fart? Anyways, some magic happens. I don't know if this is ever explained, why this happened to him. I don't know if it'll be explained or not, or if this is just normal. Anytime he goes to sleep, he wakes up in the other body. So let's say he goes to sleep in his regular body, and then he wakes up as hot version of him body. For me, I just think that would be so exhausting to never let your mind rest because you're constantly like up, but maybe he feels fully rested. Yeah, it really makes you think about this kind of stuff. Is pretty privilege real? Is pretty privilege a thing? And this anime and this webtoon, the story, tells us that it is a thing. The second Park Hyung-suk arrives in his new school, he is treated completely differently. His first moments in school in this new beautiful body, it's like slow motion, his hair blowing in the wind, sparkles everywhere, girls look at him, they pay attention and they respect him. He bumps into someone and they were sorry, not him. And the second he's introduced to his new class, it's like all the girls are blown away by his hotness, and like they literally blown away. Their hair is like flying in the wind. There's like flowers and shit everywhere. It's just ridiculous, but I believe that is true. Like, I believe that there is truth to this. Maybe not so dramatic, but yeah. Let's talk about season 2. I have no idea what happens in the rest of this story, but I do know that more happens because we're introduced to a character who has the same type of body switching situation as Park Hyung-suk. I believe her name is Crystal. So I am very curious to know what their relationship is between each other, knowing that they both have the same type of body switching situation. Plus, I smell a romance there and I'm all for it. That is it for my video for today. If you guys have watched Lookism or read the webtoon or both, let me know what you guys think. I liked the anime style. The song that they sang at the end gave me chills, loved it. Overall, it was a really entertaining watch and made me think. I'm curious to know what you guys think, if beauty matters. Is pretty privilege a thing? So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I also stream on Twitch. Right now my schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're interested in just hanging out with me, watching me play games really badly. I'm still currently fairly new to streaming on Twitch. It's been fun, so if you want to hang out with me there, then don't forget to follow me there, along with all my other social media accounts. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I will see you in the next one. Much love, guys. Bye.